Well, it certainly is a pleasure to be back serving you Athens, Georgia weather. I'm student meteorologist Alex Pry here with your Wednesday afternoon forecast. Now let's take a look at Sanford Stadium right now. It is looking mighty beautiful right now, sitting at 83 degrees, very comfortable to what we have been feeling in those summertime temperatures. And you can see humidity only at 42%, so a very comfortable afternoon. We're still feeling the effects of that lingering cold front that came through a couple days ago. Now you can see when we take a look at our almanac, yesterday we were right on track of what we hit, 83 degrees, a few degrees below normal, but we are getting a little sense of a false fall right now. So you know we are Georgia, you know we're probably going to warm up a little bit in the coming weeks, but hey, we're not at 100 degrees like we were in 1927, so that is very good news. Take a look at our coverage area right now. Northeast Georgia is hovering in the low 80s basically. So you can see the high point 83 right there in Athens, low point 79 in Winder, and then 81 is the popular point in places like Washington, Greensboro, and even up into Royston. Now let's take a look at our satellite, see if we have anything coming in the next couple days. Not much. You can see we have these high pressure systems that are lingering to our northwest, and then we have the stationary boundary to our southeast in the Gulf stretching over into the Atlantic Ocean. So what it's doing is making for those cooler and drier conditions like we have been having. And you can see that high pressure system is going to move into our area and stay here even into the weekend, making for a little bit of a warming trend, not too much, only a couple of degrees is what we're talking, but might even go up into the upper 80s as we approach the weekend or next week. But what that high pressure system is also doing is keeping us very comfortable. Dew points feeling very nice in the 50s for once. So if you remember in the summer, they were very high up here in the 70s, the very humid and the oppressive range. So we're feeling great, and we are going to be thankful for that high pressure system. But also worth noting, the tropics are active now. After a few quiet months, we're seeing Tropical Depression 7 right now move across the Atlantic. And while it's not very strong right now, it is moving across these warm Atlantic waters, so it could strengthen up to form our sixth named storm of the year, which would be Fiona. But for the next couple days, they are going to move across the Atlantic into the Caribbean. It looks like around San Juan and Puerto Rico and Hispaniola in the coming days. So were it to strengthen up, that track is kind of in our line to reach into the southeast. So that is worth keeping note, but that would not be until later next week, but just worth keeping an eye on. But for tonight, we're sitting at a low of 61, a few degrees warmer than last night, but very clear and very dry like it has been. And then tomorrow, warming up a few degrees on up to 85 degrees, but very sunny, very comfortable, just like today. And then our week ahead, you can see we're stagnant in about the upper 80s throughout into the weekend, it's looking like. So we see our high point right here Sunday at 88, and then we're going to stay around there even into next week with low temperatures down in the mid 60s. So that high pressure system is keeping us dry and keeping us cooler, and we are feeling the effects of that cool front. But don't be fooled, it's a false fall, Central Georgia or North Georgia, so we will be expecting warmer temperatures in the coming days. I'm student meteorologist Alex Pry, and thank you for tuning in.